Hey, what's up, y'all? I wanted to give y'all this dream. I wasn't gonna give it to anybody because I really didn't feel it was just all that appropriate at times, or it was kind of personal. But I had this dream last night that kind of told me, ushered me, or guided me to go ahead and give this dream. So I had this dream on about January the 17th, and I was at Jay-Z's house. I went and visited his house, or he had me as a guest in his home. And Jay-Z, I'm talking about, one of the best rappers of all time, and accomplished dude. God seems to have his hand on blessing this man. And I pray much blessings to him. But he had me in his home. I don't know for what reason. I was guessing his home, and actually, my family was downstairs. I was, just chilling in the house, just like we were just, he had my family in there too, and they was like downstairs in the living room, and we were just chilling and having a good time. He was very, very nice and courteous to us, just as if, because he was being a good host. And and Beyonce, she was in there. She was in the kitchen, but she didn't speak to me. We didn't speak at all. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. And so I went upstairs. But let me see. Because I was gonna say while I was dreaming this, I don't know where Lloyd Banks came into play, because the end of the dream was with Jay-Z. So I was walking up this hill, this like dirt hill, it's pretty high hill, and when I was walking up this hill, I ran into Lloyd Banks, G Unit, 50 Cent Crew, great rapper too. I like him too. I like all that. I like their rhymes and stuff too. I respect all these men out here, because I'm just trying to I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm working on mine, because the Lord told me that I'm gonna be a great rapper, or at least be able to reach the people with my rhymes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about all the greatness, but when God works with you and He calls me to do this, and He's giving me the talents to rap, that's documented also, that He said I'll be able to rap, and here it is. 2011, 2 years in doing it, writing this poetry and stuff, and I feel He has definitely given me the talent to rap. Whether people like it or not, it seems like I'm getting some good responses. I just have to keep working at it, and I haven't had the chance to write the real music. Anyway, I don't want to keep going on about the music. Back to the dream. So I seen Lloyd Banks, and so when I seen him, I was like, shook his hand or whatever. It was nighttime. It was only like the moonlight shining out there. And as he was walking off, as he was a pretty far distance, I say, shoot, about 50 yards maybe. I told him, I said, hey, don't forget, Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven. And so I shouted that to him, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that was all he, that's what I told him. And so then I went, it's like I was back in Jay-Z's house, and so I went upstairs, and I was eating at this table, and I had some Doritos and, just different stuff, and it was like, he was so rich, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I ain't saying it like that, but it was like, how people like me, or, certain people, they'd be like, they don't have as much money, that kind of money, be like, oh, you got some Doritos, you open them, you know what I'm saying? You'd be like, hey, let me keep those, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you finish with them, take a few, take whatever you want, and put it back so we'll have it for later. But he was so, he kind of had a lot of money, seemed like. So he was like, it surprised me. He's like, I was eating it, and I was like, hey, I'm done with this. Or he was like, all right, well, yeah, just throw it away, you know what I'm saying? Just, throw it away, like, because he just had money like that, And so he was able to do that, and I was just kind of never been in a situation like that before, kind of like, I have, but I'm just saying not like, just kind of not like that, it kind of just surprised me, different lifestyle, and so I told him, so he had, and then it was like, because he had came from outside, he had came out this, I'm getting it by sections, but he came out of his room, but his room had this like revolving curtain, around it. It was like an automatic curtain, you know what I'm saying? And it was revolve and go out, so that's what it did. It revolved and went, opened up, like to his bedroom. And so I was in the living room, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I can't even tell y'all, you know, I was just, I don't know, just the flesh. It seemed like, you know, it was just something fleshly, you know, going on with me. I don't want to just discuss it like that, but it was just something fleshly going on with me, you know, while I was in there in the living room. And so I wanted, so he came out or whatever, you know, and so he had a bleeze, you know what I'm saying, or had a blunt in his ear. And I asked him, could I hit it? And he's like, nah, man. He's like, nah, you ain't used to let me hit your blunt, you know what I'm saying, when we was at the studio at Bad Boy, you know, when I was at the studio in Bad Boy, you ain't let me hit yours. You know, he wasn't just tripping like on me like that, but he just was like, nah, you know, 'cause he was staying cool, you know, he wasn't tripping on me. It just was like, nah, you know what I'm saying, you didn't give it to me when, you know what I'm saying, when I was at the studio with Bad Boy, you didn't give it to me. And I was like, nah, you got me mistaken. I was like, I'm only 25, you know what I'm saying, like I wasn't even there when you was, whatever, if you were, you know, there with, you know what I'm saying, whatever, with Bad Boy or whatever. I don't know, even understand this dream. It's from the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. So only probably Jay-Z wouldn't understand it, you know. Cause that's how the dreams are. That's how the dreams are. That's how this prophecy is. It's for this particular person. So Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, he probably be the only one that can really understand, you know, what this dream is talking about. I mean, if it's talking about anything. I mean, I ain't saying, all right. I don't know. All I know is that that's the dream I had, and I was told to give it to y'all, you know, cause I was in the dream that I had last night. That's what it was saying. So I'll holler at y'all.
This came to my, and cause this is my whole life, because I don't care about this whole life, cause I was back enough with Diego, cause I love you, cause goodbye.
All right, y'all. Well, love y'all, man, and I hope that does something. Oh, can't forget that. All right, I'm okay. Thank you, Eliza. I can't forget this one part. It just came to me right when I was about to cut the camera off. That the part I was riding in this car. Like, see, I know these dreams. I have a lot of dreams about Jay-Z and Beyonce, you know, and it's not no fun and jokes or anything. Like, it's just real. This is what I have. It's just dreams. I don't think this stuff. I don't think any of it. Not at all. I respect both of y'all to the fullest. I don't mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I have these dreams. It's just what, and God been giving me these dreams. They prophecy, they come true quite a bit. The reason I say quite a bit, because some prophecies that I have come true immediately, and I've seen the next day or so, or a week so, or, you know, a month, whatever. But then some prophecies take years, you understand? Like, I'll see the foresight of it, you know, years in advance, and you know, long distance in advance. So it won't make sense until it comes true, and I have to explain that to y'all, that it won't make sense. The prophecies don't make sense until they come true. And so and while I'm in Jay-Z's house, you know what I'm saying, like I say, Beyonce, we haven't communicated at all, you know what I'm saying, like we, you know what I'm saying, but I have this vision while I'm in there. I have this vision that, like, we riding in a car, I'm driving, or a truck or something, SUV or something, but I'm driving, and she's in the passenger side, and it was just saying that, man, it was just saying, you know, talking about babies and different things, well, a baby, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, interesting, but that's all I wanted to tell y'all, you know, I don't know what that means. I don't think this stuff, only God gives it to me, you know what I'm saying? It's an amazing thing, it's an amazing gift, you know, and I pray in Jesus' name that his will be done, you understand? And really, me personally, I want his will to be done, but I'm just saying, at this point in time, my mind is like this, is that they are married, you understand? Those two people that God chose are married, you understand? And I, Blake Foster, don't have any, I don't want that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to break anything up. I don't want to do anything. All I want to do is just serve God, you know what I'm saying? And so all these dreams that I'm having like this, with involving Jay-Z and Beyonce, it's not from me. That's all I can tell you. My intentions is for y'all to stay married. I mean, I pray that y'all, y'all stay married, y'all stay together, and that y'all relationship work out forever. You know what I'm saying? Because at this time, she's yours. You understand? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. And I know to me it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but it's the dream. So I can't trip. It's what it is. So God bless. See y'all later, and love y'all, and be good, man. Peace.